Once you've created an animation, you can preview it in Flash by scrubbing the playhead, or you can put the playhead at the first frame and press the Enter or Return key to get a simple preview. If you want to see what the movie actually looks like in the Flash player, you can use the Test Movie command. Remember, the speed at which your movie plays is based on the number of frames that it takes up and the number of frames that display per second. You can control the frames per second in the Properties panel. That's what FPS stands for. It's important to keep in mind that even though this says 30 frames per second, that doesn't guarantee that my application is going to run at 30 frames per second. It could run slower, or in some cases even faster than what you see when you test the application in Flash. Basically, just know that this is the target frame rate. And most of the time, Flash will be pretty close to getting that 30 frames per second, or whatever frame rate you desire. But the more complicated your artwork is, the more likely that it will run a little bit slower than your target frame rate. So let's test the movie in the Flash player. And remember, you can go to Control, Test Movie, Test, or the keyboard shortcut, which is extremely important to memorize, Command or Control, Enter or Return. So I'll use the keyboard shortcut to preview the movie in the Flash player. So notice that only the pedals are moving, and it looks kind of jittery right now. We'll do some more in another movie to make the animation a little bit more fluid. But for right now, you can sit back and relax and enjoy the fact that you just created your first animation.